Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sugarfoot Show. I'm your host, Don Carlito Sugarfoot Flores, and this is episode 2. We've got a great show lined up for you today, so let's jump right into it. First, we're talking about MRX and some of the work we've been doing over the last couple of weeks, helping people online. We've been connecting with players, helping them build better movesets, dialing in their custom AI, and really helping people level up their characters inside the ring. It's been awesome working with the community. And we've also been helping out Chaos Action Wrestling, putting together promo videos and creative content that help bring the league and its competitors to life. Next, we're jumping into a brand new segment we call the Sugarfoot Showdown Highlight Reel. This is where we break down some of the wildest moments happening in the ring. And today, we've got a crazy one. A match that started as a triple threat quickly turned into absolute chaos when Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins suddenly aligned as the Shield, showing up dressed like the faction and turning the whole match into a 2-on-1 situation against Don Carlito. It got wild real fast, and we're going to break down exactly how that whole situation played out. And if you've got some crazy moments of your own, we want to see them. Send your craziest clips to the Don Carlito Sugarfoot Flores Facebook page for review, and you might just make it onto the next Sugarfoot Showdown highlight reel right here on the Sugarfoot Show. We'll also be talking about everything that went down at the Elimination Chamber and getting into some of the latest news and updates surrounding WWE 2K26. And finally, we've got a special guest in the house. The Universal Champion of Chaos Action Wrestling and the owner and co-founder of the league, Mikel Shehata, is joining us to talk about the league, the competition, and what's coming next for Chaos Action Wrestling. So lock in, because this is episode 2 of the Sugarfoot Show. Let's get into it. Now this is where things really start to get interesting here at MRX. We don't just help you build a moveset that looks good and flows better in the ring. We also teach you how to read your opponent. A lot of people think reversals are just about being fast with your fingers, but that's only part of the story. The real key is anticipation. You start watching patterns, how someone moves, when they like to strike, when they go for grapples, when they try to chain combos together. The more you pay attention, the more you start to recognize what's coming before it even happens. And once you understand that, you start knowing which reversal prop to look for before it even pops up. That's when the game really changes, because now you're not just reacting, you're one step ahead. That's the kind of stuff we're working on here at MRX, helping players understand the game at a deeper level, so when they step into the ring, they're not just throwing moves, they're controlling the match. And it doesn't stop there. With our ties to Chaos Action Wrestling, and with me being officially announced as a general manager in the league, the first thing I wanted to do was give something back to the community. So right away, we started helping people build out their custom avatar player cards, logos, and promotional content so they're ready for the 2026 season. And honestly, so far, things have gone even better than we expected. The creativity, the energy from the community, the characters people are building, it's been incredible to see. We're excited about it. We're proud of the work being done, and we're just getting started. All right, everybody. Now it's time for the Sugarfoot Showdown highlight reel. And this one right here was wild. So I jump into an online lobby thinking I'm about to have a normal triple threat match. You know, every wrestler for themselves, fair fight, may the best one win. But right away, I should have known something was off. When the match loads in, I see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and both of them are rocking the old Shield gear. Same look, same vibe. And I'm thinking, all right, maybe that's just a coincidence. Yeah, it was not a coincidence. The bell rings, and immediately these two start working together, straight up trying to jump me like it's a full-on Shield reunion. So now I'm stuck in the middle of a 2-on-1 situation, getting hit from both sides. But this is where the MRX training kicks in. Instead of panicking, I slowed the whole thing down. I started using the environment, tables, chairs, whatever I could grab, just to create a little separation. When you're dealing with two opponents, sometimes all you need is a few seconds of space to change the momentum. So I started picking my moments, land a move, knock one of them down, keep the other one busy, and just stay alive long enough to find an opening. And eventually, that opening showed up. One of them goes down, the other one's just far enough away, and that's all Don Carlito needs. I go for the pin, and somehow Don Carlito survives the Shield ambush. Now, before we roll this footage, remember, if you've got crazy moments like this in your matches, send your clips to the Don Carlito Sugarfoot Flores Facebook page, and you might end up on the next Sugarfoot Showdown highlight reel. All right, let's run it back. Sugarfoot Showdown highlight reel. Roll the footage.
Jumping, I see. You guys are not. I see what's going on. Trying to jump in.
great fight. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. It just goes to show, if you stand your ground and respect your training, you never know what can happen. Any superstar can win any match if the cards fall in their favor. Now, speaking of superstars, welcome to Carlito's Corner. This is the place where superstars from all over the wrestling world come to speak their mind. From time to time, we're going to have champions, contenders, rising stars, and some of the biggest personalities in the business step into this corner to talk about what's really going on inside the ring and behind the scenes. Now tonight, we're kicking things off in a big way. My first guest is not just any competitor. He is the Universal Chaos Action Wrestling Champion, the co-founder of the league, and most recently, my boss. So it's only right that the very first guest to step into Carlito's Corner is the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mikel Shehata. Michael, welcome to the corner. Mikel Shehata, it's a pleasure having you on the show. I'm really glad you're here. You've lived a pretty interesting life. You were getting into business in your teens, building things early, and somehow you still managed to find time to step away, take solitude, and reflect. I mean, I even caught up with you hang gliding in the Andes Mountains a few months ago, and at the same time, you're running a wrestling league and still stepping into the ring yourself as the Universal Champion of Chaos Action Wrestling. That's a lot to balance. So before we get into the league, tell the audience a little bit about who you are outside the ring. Break it down for us.
Sugarfoot, thanks for having me on the show. I love what you're building over here, brother. I've always believed that if you're going to build something meaningful, you have to understand balance, business, competition, solitude. Owning Chaos Action Wrestling is a responsibility, but being the Universal Champion means I'm still holding myself to the same standard as everyone else in that locker room. I'm not asking anyone to do something I'm not willing to do myself. Sometimes stepping away, traveling, being in the mountains, clearing your head helps you come back sharper. And when I come back focused. I come back grounded. I come back with purpose.
Yes, focus. And that focus is exactly what you're bringing to Chaos Action Wrestling. You've been very clear that 2026 represents a new era for CAW. So let me ask you directly, what makes Chaos Action Wrestling different from every other league out there?
What makes Chaos Action Wrestling different is that we treat this like a real competition. And heading into 2026, we're taking that even further. Right now, the league is fully transitioning into WWE 2K26. Everybody in CAW has the game. You need 2K26 to compete. A lot of guys got it during the pre-release window, and we've already got the league running. We're testing things, working out the kinks, but the important part is this. Chaos Action Wrestling 2026 is officially underway.
And that's something I think people are really starting to feel right now. Because when you say Chaos Action Wrestling 2026 is underway, you're not just talking about a new game. You're talking about a reset for the entire league. This year, the records are wiped clean. Everybody starts at zero, which means whether you were dominating last season or trying to climb the rankings, none of that carries over. Everyone walks into CAW 2026 with the same opportunity.
Exactly. New year, new competition, clean slate. And right now, during this early phase, the general manager team is working behind the scenes to make sure the league is balanced before the season really takes off. We're reviewing gameplay, testing moves, looking at what belongs in a competitive environment and what doesn't. Because if someone wins a match in CAW, it should be because they were better that night, not because they found something broken in the game. But there's another big change this season that I think people are going to enjoy. And that's the default Superstar League.
Yeah, this one really caught my attention. Because normally, Chaos Action Wrestling has always been built around custom characters. But this year, you're introducing a division where competitors pick a default superstar from the game itself. Almost like a draft system.
Exactly. Competitors will select someone from the current WWE 2K26 roster, but the key is they have to be current era superstars, so you can't reach back 30 years, but someone like The Rock, who still appears now and then, might still be fair game. Once someone chooses that superstar, that pick is locked. Nobody else gets them, which adds another layer of strategy to the league. Now it's not just about how good you are with your character, it's about how you build your identity in the competition. And that actually ties into something else we're really encouraging this year, the promo side of the league. Don, you've been helping people level up in that area.
Yeah, and it's been really cool to watch because now people are starting to realize this league isn't just about the matches anymore. It's about the presentation. We're seeing people experiment with video promos, storylines, AI tools, really trying to bring their characters to life.
And that effort matters. Your matches matter. Your record matters. But the way you present yourself in the league matters too. Because Chaos Action Wrestling isn't just about winning matches. It's about building a culture of competition and creativity. The people who put real effort into their characters, into their promos, into the way they represent themselves in the league. Those are the people who will naturally start finding themselves closer to title opportunities.
And from what I'm seeing already, 2026 feels like it's going to be a big year. New game, new competition, new rivalries. And if you're watching this, thinking about stepping into Chaos Action Wrestling, this might be the perfect time because everybody starts at the same place.
Well, look, Don, I appreciate you having me on, but you know how it goes. Things move fast when you're running a league and defending a championship. And speaking of moving fast, I've actually got a flight to catch. Jet's heading to London in a couple hours, so I've got to run. But before I go, I want to say this. I've been seeing the work people are putting into Chaos Action Wrestling already this year. The matches, the promos, the effort everyone is putting into building the league, and I appreciate it. 2026 is going to be a huge year for CAW, so keep grinding. And Don, I'll definitely come back and do this again sometime.
Mikel Shehata, owner of Chaos Action Wrestling and the CAW Universal Champion. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with us today. And if what we talked about here is any indication, 2026 is going to be a big year for CAW. New game, new competition, new rivalries. And if you're watching this thinking about stepping into the league, this might be the perfect time because this year, everybody starts the same way with a clean slate and something to prove. This has been Carlito's Corner right here on the Sugarfoot Show. I'm Don Carlito, and we'll see you next time. All right, everybody. Before we get out of here tonight, we have got to talk about what just went down in WWE because Elimination Chamber was insane. Cody Rhodes stepped into that match with Drew McIntyre, championship on the line, the pressure at an all-time high. And somehow, some way, Drew McIntyre walks out of that chamber still the champion. There was chaos, there was shenanigans, and the WWE Universe was left wondering, what happens next? Well, we didn't have to wait long, because on the very next SmackDown, Cody Rhodes got another opportunity, this time live on television. The crowd was electric, the energy in that arena was unbelievable, and this time, Cody Rhodes got it done. Cody defeats Drew McIntyre, takes back the championship, and now the stage is officially set. At WrestleMania, we are getting Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be must-see. Now, speaking of things that have everybody talking, on the next episode of the Sugarfoot Show, we're diving headfirst into WWE 2K26. We're talking the latest patch updates, custom matches, updated movesets, new DLC drops, and everything happening right now in the game. And actually, I've got a little breaking news for you right now. The newest WWE 2K26 patch literally dropped just a few hours ago. And there's one big change a lot of players are about to feel. You can no longer pin somebody in under 60 seconds and still get match credit. That's right. So for all you cheesy spammers out there, the easy wins are officially over. The grind just got a whole lot tougher. And don't forget, send in your clips for the Sugarfoot highlight reel. If you've got a crazy moment, a wild finish, or something that made your match unforgettable, send it in, because we want to showcase the best moments from the community right here on the show. Keep it sweet, keep it savage. This has been Sweet Sugar.